Okay, you guys, it's Corbin, and first off I have to start by saying, OM Jesus. I just finished reading this a few hours ago, and I haven't been able to actually really stop putting it down and re-glancing at the pictures. It's really, really good, and I have to share it with you right now. I know it's not the day I had planned to do another review, but today works. It was so good. It was absolutely amazing. I'm talking about A Century of Temptation by Kairi Shimotsuki? I'm always going to butcher the names, because I butcher everything when it comes to pronouncing it. Alright, this is one of the best stories ever. Literally, what happens is, it's vampire meets boy who smells really good, and a love romance that spirals out of control into an absolute amazing sort of, oh my god, rape me every which way so I can feel better, and it's amazing. This one, it's not entirely rapey, and I use that word kind of liberally. I mean, I splatter it everywhere, but it is rather a rough love affair, and it is very good. It is literally, I want this in my life, I want this in my bed every night, and I want to be walking funny every day afterward. It is rated 18+, and it is really worth that rating. I mean, within like the first 10 pages, you have a sex scene. It ends with a sex scene. There is no dumbing this down for anybody under the age of 18. There is no compromising. You can't even cut the sex scenes out because they actually contribute to the story and explain a lot about the characters. Now, I'm going to read the back to you, and I'm obviously really passionate about it. I really enjoyed it, and the story is really good. And it kind of reminds me a cross between, before I read the back, I mean, it reminds me of a cross between, like, I don't want to use Anne Rice, because it's really not. It's like if Bella was a guy, and Edward wasn't an emo freak. Now, Twilight lovers, I'm sorry, but you have to admit, he was emo, and Bella was suicidal. But it was really good. The romance in this, great. Bella and Edward almost through and through, minus the whole them being Bella and Edward. If that makes sense. Alright, so here's the back of the book. After a long shift at the coffee shop, the barista, Savvy, takes in a seductive vampire named Hornet. But when their one-time tryst turns into a torrid love affair, Savvy's feelings come rushing to the surface. Can a human truly care for a creature of the night? A Century of Temptation follows the gorgeous vampires as they frolic and feed without restraint. No mortal or monster can predict the instant when their pulse will race on the sight of a brand new mate. But when the end is imminent, is it worth it to fall in love? Now, with this one, I have to say it was very well done. It was left at the end with a cliffhanger, which makes me say there has to be a book 2. I googled it, I've searched, I couldn't find even a proposal of one happening, but it's just too good to end this way. And I'm sorry, please, a number 2, June Publishing, number 2, make it happen, because the BL Society needs a book 2. Boy Love BL is the biggest thing that I can tell you that I have seen fangasms happen over, and this one is fangasm all over it. I mean, I can't imagine people not liking it. I'm literally so tempted to give it a 5 out of 5, but only reason it's not is because there isn't a part 2, or with this one, a complete closure. This book talks a lot about how vampires have to feed, and it explains some very interesting concepts behind it that I really actually find I enjoy. And literally, if you have a dirty, smutty little brain, this book will be the one to push you over the edge and want to keep buying into the genre of yaoi and to the genre of vampires. I mean, at least for me, I mean, I'm going to pimp this thing out to all my friends and make them read it. And I don't care if I have to sit there and make them turn the pages and read it. Because, I mean, I can look at some of these 1,000 times. The artwork is gorgeous. I mean, I don't know how clear that'll be for you guys, but it's amazing, and I love it, and it's just so good, and if I could show you some of the hot sex scenes, I would. I mean, let's see, maybe there's... Oh, and that sentiment is so cute. No matter how many years I live, I can never predict when I'm going to fall in love. And it is so true, especially with the way this story works. I mean, it's a torrid four-way love affair with Hornet, and his master is one of his lovers. You have Savvy, which is one of his lovers. We have a weirdly weird new vampire that we meet at the very end that I want to say his name is Vervus. I mean, I can't say his name, but it's so good. The little four-way love thing that's happening, it's really powerful, and we learn a lot about Savvy's past, which means there has to be a book 2. We learn a lot. Just read it. Please, just read it. I bought it at Anime Expo for $10, and it says on the back it retails for $12.95. I've seen it on Amazon for, I want to say $7.95 or $9.95, so roughly $10. If you have Prime, you get it shipped to you for free. It's not a sponsored video. I mean, I absolutely love this book. And I am going to reread it, probably the second I'm done filming this video and editing it and while it's uploading. Because it's just that good. And I very rarely reread any of my yaois. And, yeah. So if you guys have any questions, put them in the comments down below. If you have any, if you like it, favorite it, subscribe, share it with your friends, let everybody know, and just show me some love. I'll talk to you guys later. And, yeah, bye.